Okay, so this is a video to kind of help you guys if you need it while I'm gone today on how to use the Logger Pro software with your video clip. Alright, so the first thing I've done now is I've opened up Logger Pro so you can kind of see various parts of it, and I'm going to get my video by doing an insert, a movie. Then you have to locate your movie. Again, most of them, if they downloaded correctly, they're in our downloads folder. You may not be able to see them until you actually switch to all file types. And then you're looking for the one that's the Cars video. So I found my Cars video. I'm opening it. Then I'll have to resize it. Now this is going to be kind of the tricky thing when it comes to your screens. Again, to get them resized so that they're small enough to work with and see. So we're just resizing things, and I'm just going to kind of move it into a position. Now I'm ready to work with my video. There are some tools that I need to open up, and the tools I need to open up are right here, so I need to click on that little kind of red thing. This is my tracking tool, so I'll be able to kind of do that. Then I have to kind of play through until I find the car that I want to actually work with. Okay, and it looks like I could probably use, I don't know, let's use this red Jeep. Okay, stop. Okay, so I'm gonna back my video up from the playhead to the point to where I see my red Jeep. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start by setting, I'm gonna frame it up until I get to the point where I want to begin. Okay, so I can see that front bumper right there. It's kind of right at the sign, and that's going to be my starting point. I'm going to actually set my coordinate system. Okay, so I'm going to set an origin. So I click on my origin tool, and I'm going to place my origin right there at that bumper. So there, I've set my origin. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start tracking some dots. Okay, or I'm going to add some points to this. And every time I click and add, it's going to advance a frame. And I'm just going to try to stay right on that bumper as it goes. So I'm going to just add some points here. And you see it's actually adding to my graph as we go too. Okay. This is where a more interesting video would be the ones in which the cars are moving a little bit faster. Ideally, what I'm looking at here is I'm trying to map my position versus my time. Okay. And this is the part that's going to take a little bit of time. But once you kind of get to this point, okay, that's probably enough points right there. Once you kind of get to the point where you've plotted some of your points, you then need to kind of scale everything. And so we need to actually know like a height of something. Now there's a ruler tool, and we're going to set our scale, and I'm going to base my scale off of the height of my Jeep. Okay, and I'm going to estimate it to be about maybe 6.5 feet. Okay, but I want to put this in units of meters, so I'm going to go back here and just do a quick conversion. 6.5 feet into meters. Nice thing about Google is it does it for me. So I got 1.98. Oops. So I'll go back to my Logger Pro. 1.98 meters is what I'm going to approximate it at. And so then what it does is it scales everything now so that I have meters for my displacement and I have my time on there. So I've added all my points. And now I need to kind of look at what kind of graph I'm getting here. You can see that it's plotting both x and y's, and what I want to do is I want to remove my y's, because remove my y's. So I just want my x values to show up. Now again, this is a position time graph. It looks like I'm fairly constant here, so I'm going to look for a line of best fit. Okay, so I'm going to do a linear fit. Now what does the slope tell me at this point? Slope tells me that this is the velocity of my car as it was moving. So you can see that we had very little acceleration. We can then look at our x velocity graph. You're going to kind of look at it across the board. It should come out to be kind of flat. So again, if we did kind of a line of best fit for our data, we're looking for somewhat of a flat one, but you know, it's a little off because we were plotting our points. We can show all of them, and then maybe I can just take away oops. Let's just show, let's see more. The x position and the x velocity. Okay, so we're kind of looking at both scales at the same time. But we are looking here, so if the slope of this, and let's do a linear fit on the x. Okay, our linear fit here says that our slope is almost 2.8, and you can see that most of my points probably line up around that 2.8. So there you go. That's our video analysis of a car. And then there's just the link that you need to kind of click on. Let's see if I can pull that up here quick. So that you can kind of be done with this activity. And loading up. Topic set 2. And I'm going to go down to our video analysis, matching graphs, video analysis of a car. And there you go, there's the question. So give a description of the car and its motion. From the position time graph, what was your average speed? From the velocity time graph, what was the slope? Was the car accelerating, and how can you tell? And again, you can do that from this link is where you're going to answer those questions. All right, and good luck with the rest of the block.